In this video, we're going to create our own virtual dressing room inside a ComfyUI, but it's actually more than that. This is a very powerful workflow that can grow and provide you excellent tools with manipulations with multiple renders and image manipulations. Okay, let me show you more in details what I mean by this. Right here example, we'll have our image preloaded, where we analyze the pose. Mostly it's what we needed. So you can also just take a photo of the person you wanted. We also can utilize face extraction. So we'll use it, our model face, whatever we want to do. We're also going to create our virtual set. So you can, whatever environment you wanted. Beside this, you can just preload image if you need it as well, but we'll go to render. And as well, you can loaded a different type of the items you want to replace it. You also notice right here you can even select what you want to replace it: hair, head, face, sunglasses, whatever you wanted. A huge selection. And by the way, you can select additional if you needed more than just the 3. And 3 I put it just for the example. And of course we analyze our pose, create all things together. If you want it, you can keep it like this output, or just for fun, we'll go to isolate and put it, replace background on whatever you want. You want to put on street of Paris, you want to put in New York, underwater, whatever you want it. It's right there. And most important, it will be consistency in our pose, now face and everything. So let me take you step by step. What are we going to do? First, let me tell, this is model, all of this was inspired when I saw the Isaac, the virtual clothing. I'll put a link down below on this workflow, what you can do. Of course, I did little bit modification to this workflow, primarily remove as much as possible any masking by hand, anything like this, because I'm a programmer, and good programmer, it's a lazy programmer, the one who does not want repeated his work over and over. So in this case, I try to minimize and automate as much as possible. It does not look yet pretty. I will be purification. I will do some other stuff later to this workflow, so it will look nice. And as well, I will create a web interface. So for the people, very easy. They just can select few options and it will generate it for them. Now, virtual dressing room. But for now, let's see what's going on here. Well, you'll notice I change my coloring. It's represent purple color. It's where we're loading something. So for example, right here you can see we are loading the checkpoint. We're also loading LoRA. Yes, I did LoRA with details. You can also add additional LoRA if you want, like fix hands, fix it face options, or some other stuff. I don't know, but just give you optional. So next, and by the way, we're using same model to create backgrounds and generate poses. So it's a win-win because we'll use it much less space. You can run on 8 GB. We're also preloading right here one image, which we are going to use to isolate clothing and pose. So this is just a photo maybe of the model you want to use in specific pose. So you can play with this. Okay. And let's look what next we're preloading. We're preloading the portrait of our model. Okay. We are loading our ControlNet. We need open pose for our ControlNet. And of course, we have right here 1, 2, 3 we preloaded items that we're going to use it. For example, you can change pants, you can change shirt, shoes, whatever you want. And most important, of course, you can modify, you're not just stuck to them. I will show you a bit later, and you can expand this. And that is about all. And right here we generate image. If we want it, we can preload image, but for now let's just leave it as generated image. Create it, and there you go, we have our final image. Let's go now a little bit closer step by step, and we'll start with our general model preloader. So right here I'm using Dream Shaper. You can try a different one. It is utilize normal stable diffusion. It's not SDXL. You can upload the XDXL, but then you need also work with some of the ControlNet stuff. Okay, and just downloaded model here. Next, we want to preload it LoRA, and LoRA is optional for me. I just like to add more details to image. Extra wrinkles on the clothes look more natural to me, so this is what LoRA does in this case. And also just amount, you can see string 0.0. And by the way, if you ask how to install it, we will cover this a little bit later with all step-by-step installations, all necessary components. Okay, next what we're going, you can see we split on two text prompt, and the reason is because one text prompt right here below, this is to create our background. Notice my background control is fixed, and I'm using it on K-Sampler, fixed here and fixed on the model. This is help us not to change poses, give it consistency, so when you change clothes, it will change just the clothes, not the pose, background, or anything else. If you need to switch, you can always play a little bit with a seed or other properties. And right here you can see I'm just having background, backdrop, cyclorama, and there you go, we have just studio background for now. Again, this is just a test. Notice all processing nodes, they will have it in a brown color, so I have it process here, process applied ControlNet, K-Sampler, and as well a REActor for the face. It just helps you to identify where we have processing node. We have it also IPAdapters will be in kind of like a bluish grayish color, so you can easy to identify where's the IPAdapters. And as well we have a darker blue for some simple resizing kind of things, you know, just normal functionality. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. This is where we create background, and it's kind of like small block. You can see right here background, and next we drag in image composite, which will look a little bit later, but that is where we create our background. Now let's look on our model. Right here you can see we have it our, again, same thing from LoRA, so it's we're using exactly the same model. We have it our IP loader standard. This is needed for the pose define and everything, and we're also going to our IP adapters here. What's possible with loaders, we're going through our ControlNet, and you can see our pose going from constraint image. So here's a couple things. Let me point why we used constraint. We have an image, and you can see image size. The problem with the image size, if you're loading different image and you preset your resolution specifically, then it will be clip top head or legs or some other things. So what I done right here, it is implement another node, constraint resolution, where you can say what minimum and maximum resolutions, and based on this minimum and maximum, it will analyze what is the ratio of the image and match set up properly size. So example, it will never go below 704 or above 1280. You can modify those values as you want it. Again, this is just our example. And this is what going right here, it will affect our image input, and you can see it will work very well for ControlNet, so we know we have it properly sized. As well, the same constraint on a width and height, going to create our generate latent image, where we're using same latent image to create our backdrop for same resolution, and as well to generate our model. It's the reason why we have it exactly same proportions, not necessarily size, but same proportions as the ratio from our original image. In this case, it's worked very well for us. If you want it, you can modify them and put more in manual, but how say, I'm programmer, I'm lazy, I like to computer do for me that job, so I don't do necessary work. Okay, so this is what we perform here, and this is our model, and this is perform the ControlNet options here. So just mostly all what it does is create this facial expression, hands, feet, just a normal pose. Okay, next you notice right here we're splitting in 3, and the 3 it's a reason because we're using 1, 2, 3, 3 options. This is a great from RMBBG. I will show you later how to all of this install it. This is segmentation, and notice what we have it. It is beautiful. I mean, it is a beautiful node. They have so many possibilities. You guys can do it. You can isolate what you want: head, hair, face. Right now, I just says upper close, and you can see right here. Look, it's actually mask out and recognize upper close. It works so beautifully. You can replace belt, pants, left arm, whatever, everything. And just example, I have it 3. I have it 1 with the pants, and of course, if it's skirt, all what you need to do, just click right here and replace on the skirt if you need it. So it will isolate that. Okay, if you need a dress or other things, yes. And also right here we have it the left and right shoe, because we have 2 feet. and we isolate it. Next, from this point, we have it mask an image, and the mask going to our IPAdapter advanced, where we have it preloaded our image of the clothing, and currently this is just a short. And again, this purple color, it's been uploading, so hopefully it will help you. Also the colors you'll see with the purple, it's where you need to set your value, uploaded something external. Yes. Okay, we have it also our pins, and notice how they're nested. They have it clothing, IPAdapter, going to unified loader, and so on. So if you want to add additional, all what you need to do is just copy something like this stuff. This one, we don't need this, but this one, we just need copy this stuff, paste, and connect from here, from this top model, connect to next model. It's all. I mean, it's very simple, easy, and our output model going to our case sampler on render. In this case, you can add 5, 10 more different items, so you can also separate everything if you need it. And of course, if you are disabled, you can override and disable. I think this is kind of very cool model, this one what we have here, because you can select anything, and it did great job. Look on the selection, it did actually very good. And of course, you can, if you want it, you can modify blur, offset, alpha, so you can play a little bit more with adjustment. So if you think you need cut a little bit more. Okay, all of this separation when it's happening is going inside our model. So it's modify some latent space, how it's need to calculate. And we have it input right here from our ControlNet. It's what we had before. It's going to positive, negative, our model that we modify right all over here. And from this, we have it also our latent space. And remember, latent space is universal. It's based on an image. What do we have here? Okay, and it's all combined in case samplers. So next, we have an output to our decoder, and we can preview image that is generated. Well, this is image. If you notice right here, it's not the face that original model we have it. So to do with this, we actually going to reuse our image, and okay, let me show you. It will call REAct. Notice it's brown as well because it's processing. And REAct, what we have here, we have our original image loaded. And by the way, this is a square, but sometimes, you know, you may be going and you may select a different type of image for this. And if it's square is okay, but problem is sometimes it could be triangle or whatever, oval, I don't know, some different shapes. So right here, what it does, it's using the same constraint resolution. So in some cases, I have one image which was 8,000 pixels, and it just crushed it because too big. So we want to change the resolution, and that's what actually does. It just prevent this unnecessary things. And next, we're actually cropping, we're resizing, and we're cropping to the face. With some of this flow, I noticed if, for example, model maybe have it like umbrella or something in the hands, it may affect and resolution render, and I want to remove any possible because all what we care is just a face. So all of this block, what it does, it just find one face, select it, and place it. And notice right here, it selected just one face as specify, but if you think in the future you may have 2 people you want to do it, so you can specify how many faces you want it, and it will select and create. Okay, now we have it our image created, we have it our face, we'll use it our REActor, and this is will have it face swap. Notice right here how face is changed, so it's select to this, and you know what, let me run till I'm speaking, so it will take, and right here we'll just replace with a darker skin our face. Okay, and what we have here, our REActor will perform. Look at this, beautiful. See, it's even changed all skin tone. I love it. And face again before, and REActor replace with our face. See how it's easy, and we replace it. It's look beautiful. I mean, the same model, same pose, same everything. We just replace it. The color of skin, we replaced face, everything. Beautiful. Okay, so and right here we have the process next, remove background. RMBBG, which is work beautifully on a hair define. And next we have it compose. where we compose with backdrop. It's not necessary. You can just use it straight out image just like this because it's look beautiful. But how say, just in case maybe you want to place it like in a France or some other country somewhere else, so that will work. And we have it output right here. I just like this better. I don't like save like JPEG or anything. I want more control. So in this case, I can even export as a TFF file with high resolution. I did not add any more complex work to this, but I have another workflow of upscale. I will recommend to watch this video. It's where you can take image and upscale with way more details. So you can also just continue from this workflow, keep on doing save image and upscale with your next step. Okay, this is actually does not take that much space because how say we use a model and it's small. It's run very fast, efficient, and you can see how fast it was running. Couple notes what I want to tell you before we jump to installations. Notice right here we need to describe, and I do recommend for you when you describe, be sure you describe what you want to wear. Like shorts, see, I have striped pants. Oh no, you know why? Because I put a chin. I was playing around. Yes, it's a dressing room. It's what we do. Let's go put striped pants on this, okay, and we'll run it. So yeah, you put a description, and notice how fast it's run because we are using fixed numbers right here. Remember, used control fix, so it's very fast. It's only regenerate what it needed. There you go. Look on our model, exactly same everything, only we have it now striped pants. Beautiful. Nothing is changed. We just change only one clothing. So it's consistency of the character, consistency of the pose, everything. Well, now let's go see how we can work with this, what we need to install it. And tell you true, you do need to install several nodes, but when I installed it, it was installed quite a bit fast, easy, and actually it did work very well. Overall, I want to again say thanks to Zach for inspiring, for creating this workflow. His workflow a little bit different because you need to manually do mask. It does not have it, but it does give me a good startup. And for this, heads off for inspiring to do that workflow. Okay, what do we need to do first? I would recommend for you to install ComfyUI Clean. I always do this. It's much easier to do. And when I install ComfyUI, I have multiple libraries, so you can go to install it. You also probably want to install Manager as well, because it does help us in with a lot of nodes here. So clean ComfyUI, Manager. If you don't know how to do, watch my video about ComfyUI from zero to hero or something like this, where I explain everything how to do this. We won't cover there. But what we need to do, we will using REActor here, okay? And we also going to use ComfyUI adapters, and we're going to use RMBBG and some was not. You also probably say, hey, it's too much. That is okay. The workflow, I'm going to put it on my Patreon website for free. You can download it as well. The workflow, probably not yet clean up. I will really clean up later. Will be available on the shared Google Drive. Just copy, open, drop in your place, and you will have this beautiful things come up and says missing a lot of nodes. So what I recommend you to do, first, you want to install React, and actually you can install React before this. Go to Manager. That's why we need to install it. Custom node, REActor. Okay, notice right here we did not see the REActor. It does not pop up because we want to install this ComfyUI REActor node, and it sometimes does not even showing even you install it. So what I did, and I recommend you to do similar way, it's actually going to the link down below, going to ComfyUI React and install from there. So they have very good installations and use it how to do. But if you want it install for ComfyUI, it will work as well. It will ask, but just only install install React first before you install any other nodes. but how say it's pop up and says nodes missing. You go in manager, you says install missing nodes for me, yes, and it will pop up with select React, install only this, and restart it. Because what's happening, I found it's going inside and it's try downloading. So right there, I don't know if it's, yeah, I restart, but it's try going and will download some of those models, which is what you want it. You want this installed all the way, and it will set up properly models, set up everything correct. So it's kind of nice about this. And after this, just restart, and when you restart, it's come again and it did not find other nodes. Then you can go and install those nodes. Of course, what nodes we have it? If you saw by the name, we have it our IPAdapter Plus, which install it. We will also have it ControlNet aux, and those is just the missing nodes that will install it and put them. On your IPAdapter Plus, you will need downloaded models most likely, because it will install nodes, but it won't put it any models for you. To install the models for IPAdapters, you want to go inside, like right here, I'll give you a link to this. And if you scroll down, you want to download it, these models, and place them in folder specify. One thing that I missed by myself, I know I should read best, okay, but right here says download and rename, because if you click on download this, it will come up as a model.safe sensor. It won't have this path, but inside applications actually will look for this path. So what do you want to do? You want to go and copy this name, just copy this name, click on download and rename as you're downloading to this name, okay? And it actually says right here, download and rename, download, well, you know, if only I can read very well. Okay, so I downloaded all of these adapters. That is what kind of you needed for this. Yes, it is a lot of LoRAs, a lot of stuff, but it's kind of required for that. So React should be downloaded and install all models for you just fine. Next, you will have an IPAdapter with downloading these models. RMBBG, there are another ones what we're using, and this is actually a very cool one, and I recommend, because this, look on this, it's segmentation, class segmentation, and they have it way more. Class segmentations, and they also have it remove background. This is a very, very nice library of for the ComfyUI nodes. So that one is installed, and it's straightforward. Just install as missing nodes. You also will, I use it was, and let me see right here. So this is a was library. If you search this same install, just install all whole pocket, and that is include a lot of cool nodes for the future use. Like right here, it's a was node suite. A lot of nodes, 221, but it is cover like almost anything what you can imagine. So it's very useful and nice. Of all of them, they do not conflict. So right here you can see I'm working all of them, and they do not conflict, so they work just fine. And you can see right here we have it our was, some we have it cropping from there, and it's all, I mean, it most important for you, it is be sure you install. If you want to swipe the face, yes, if you want to work on this, then you want to install REActor first. That is need to be first things to install it for you. Restart it after this, and after this you can install all other nodes. Just install all of them together, but when you restart, they will pull out some models, which is okay. It's what you want to do. And how as I mentioned before, go right here and be sure you downloaded all of those IPAdapters, this one, and place them in this directory. This is about all. So I think you will enjoy it and have fun with this. I do. And this, again, thank you again, Isaac, for inspiration, but I did modify a lot of here, a lot of things change. I think there may be just only IPAdapter left from original. And this is not the end. So I have some other cool ideas what to do here. And I hope this will inspire you as well. So if you like this video, remember thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, all the stuff. Thanks for your supporting, and we'll see you next time. Bye.